Hello everyone, we are in mid-2026 and the roguelike floodgates have officially burst. Today we are breaking down 20 massive games to crown the ultimate 2026 roguelike game of the year so far. Well, let's get into the list.
You know too much.
If you want to feel like a high-tech anime god, Morbid Metal has you covered. This early access hack and slash lets you hot swap between 3 totally different robotic fighters mid-combo. The combat is slick as oil. Perfect dodging triggers, sick counters, and juggling enemies in the air feels amazing. But since it's a roguelike, there is a catch. The upgrades you find between rooms are pretty boring right now, mostly just flat stat boosts with zero synergy. Still, for a game in early access, the action bones are incredibly strong. It is a flashy, shape-shifting good time. If you love Vampire Survivors but wish you could drag your friends into the chaos, the Spell Brigade is for you. This game puts co-op first, letting you combine spells and heal your friends while blasting monsters. It also gives you random chores mid-run, like hunting for mushrooms or closing portals while running around like a dog that lost its frisbee. The big catch? The gold grind is painfully slow, making solo play feel like a second job. But if you bring your friends, it is a beautifully chaotic wizard party. If you are tired of creepy backrooms videos on the internet, ODDCORE is here to let you blast those spooky hallways to pieces. In this fast retro shooter, you suddenly fall through reality into a weird dimension that looks like a haunted theme park. Your only goal is to survive crazy challenges like hunting items or dodging giant flying faces. To heal yourself, you literally have to shoot your own feet. Don't ask why. Between rounds, you can even gamble your tokens at an arcade slot machine for better guns. It is a super addictive, fast-paced nightmare. If you want a game that will make you yell at your friends, Unrailed 2 Back on Track is perfect. You play as cute animals in funny hats, and your only job is to build train tracks. Sounds easy, right? Well, the catch is that the train is already moving and it never stops. You and your friends have to quickly chop trees, smash rocks, and lay down tracks before the train crashes and explodes. It is a super fast, crazy game that turns teamwork into hilarious panic. Just try not to get mad when your friend drops a giant rock in your way. Remember the pure pain of losing a toy to a rigged arcade claw machine? Dungeon Clawler turns that exact frustration into a super fun game. Instead of using playing cards, you drop weapons, shields, and items into a literal claw machine. When a battle starts, you lower the claw and pray to the video game gods that it actually grabs something. Picking up swords lets you smash monsters, but watching a crucial weapon slip right out of the metal fingers will make you scream. It is a highly addictive, silly game of luck that you cannot put down. Don't let the cute cartoon art style fool you. Lost Castle 2 is secretly trying to turn you into a sweaty Monster Hunter pro. On the surface, it looks like a goofy side-scroller like Castle Crashers, but the combat has real tactical weight. If you just mash buttons blindly, the bosses will absolutely clap you. Every weapon type completely redefines your playstyle, forcing you to actually time your dodges. It is packed with endless loot, chaotic random events, and a co-op mode that turns the screen into an unreadable mess of beautiful chaos. It is a chunky, addicting fantasy romp. Ever wondered what happens to a boss after a tragic defeat? In Demon Lord, Just a Block, you play as a dark ruler who got chopped down to a literal floating head. This turn-based action roguelite has a brilliant twist. The entire world only moves when you move. Since you have no arms or legs, your main way of dealing damage is just aggressively slamming your face directly into incoming fantasy heroes. Collect souls, sign sketchy packs with Lulu for permanent upgrades, and unlock 14 wild weapons. It is pure, low-stress, head-butting, tactical fun. Forget human evolution. Everything is Crab proves that nature's peak performance is a literal crab. In this unique roguelike, you start as a weak little blue blob. By eating fruit and meat, you mutate into a beautiful nightmare with 6 legs, extra eyes, and giant horns. It plays like the classic game Spore mixed with an action RPG. Instead of clearing standard dungeons, you try to find your place in a living ecosystem as a hunter or a sneaky scavenger. Best of all, if a boss is too hard, you can just hide until it gets bored and walks away. It is pure goofy fun. If you think your board game nights are intense, wait until you play Die in the Dungeon. Instead of building a deck of cards, this adorable pixel art roguelike swaps them out for a literal bag of dice. You play as a cute little frog, drawing dice to fight monsters on a tiny grid. Red dice smash faces, blue and green protect your soft amphibian skin, and purple dice multiply the absolute chaos. The strategy comes down to clever board placement and hunting down crazy relic combos to completely break the RNG. It is the perfect mix of board game math and pure rolling luck. Ever wanted to play Total War, but your computer fan sounds like a roaring jet engine? Tabletop Tavern has you covered. It is a brilliant game that mixes the massive real-time army battles of Total War with the branching node maps of Slay the Spire. You sit in a cozy virtual tavern and command tiny wargame models across a big table. The absolute best part? You can recruit defeated enemy units into your own ranks, leading to crazy runs where orcs, elves, and undead all fight side by side. It is a beautifully addictive strategy gem made entirely by a solo dev. If you miss the 90s and want to pilot a giant robot, Vital Shell is your dream game. It is basically Vampire Survivors but with mechs and a sweet retro PlayStation vibe. For only $6, you jump into a tin can and blast waves of evil robots for 20 minutes straight. You start with a simple sword, but you quickly unlock thousands of crazy weapon combinations and shiny power gems. The menus look just like classic Armored Core, and the music has a super catchy disco groove. It runs like a charm on Steam Deck, making it the perfect cheap game to ruin your weekend plans. Remember those rigged coin pusher arcade machines that stole your childhood allowance? RACCOIN is here to heal your emotional trauma. It is a brilliant roguelike coin pusher where you actually get to win spectacularly. You drop coins to trigger massive cash avalanches, building combo meters to unlock absolutely unhinged power-ups. And let me tell you, the power-ups can get totally crazy. You can make bunny coins multiply, drop a wolf coin to hunt them, and use poo coins to grow giant money trees. It is very easy to understand, super addicting, and feels amazing when you finally win that giant jackpot. Perfect for some quick, goofy fun. If you love gorgeous cartoons but also want to smash purple monsters with a giant cannon, Rotwood is calling your name. Made by the team behind Don't Starve, this 2D brawler roguelite lets you customize a cute little goblin hunter to clear out toxic slime. You smack your way through rooms, bully bosses, and collect tons of items to upgrade your gear. It features 5 wildly different weapon styles and an awesome 4-player co-op mode. The hand-drawn animation looks like a classic movie collided with a chaotic arcade game. It is a beautifully addictive grind. Sol Cesto is basically what happens when you turn casino gambling into a chill video game. It is all about pushing your luck and praying to the RNG gods. Each turn, you simply pick one of 4 rows to drop into. The catch? You have 0 control over where you actually land. It could be shiny gold, a healing potion, or a monster that bites your face off. The strategy is just picking the row with the safest math and hoping for the best. You can get upgrades to tilt the odds in your favor, and since runs are lightning fast, losing never feels frustrating. It is pure low-stress addiction. Lucky Tower Ultimate is one of those games that will absolutely mess with you. It is chaotic, totally unfair, and yeah, you are going to die a lot. But somehow it is also hilarious and weirdly addictive. You play as Von Wanst, a hero with a massive chest, an even bigger ego, and the survival skills of a wet paper towel. Your goal? Simple. Escape. Easy, right? Yeah, not even close. You will think you are doing great, fully geared up, and then boom, you slip on a banana peel and die. Every time you fail, you get sent right back to the top of a completely reset, randomly generated nightmare.
I prevail. But whoa!
Finally, someone good looking.
You know too much.
Welcome to your new job, where the elevator literally wants to eat your face. In KLETKA, a spooky retro horror roguelite, you are dropped into a pitch black building to hunt for scrap metal. Your only safe zone is a lift that happens to have a giant slimy mouth on the ceiling. If you do not feed it enough trash and fuel, it eats you instead. You can bring up to 3 friends along, which is great because when the actual fuel runs out, you can just push your teammates straight into its teeth to buy yourself more time. Now that is what I call teamwork. If you think cooking in a school cafeteria is easy, this game will prove you wrong. Omelet You Cook is a super fun, crazy game where your only goal is to make the ultimate breakfast. You grab wild ingredients like bacon, donuts, and pickles off a moving belt and drop them onto an omelet to score tons of points. You have to feed very picky school kids who throw a fit if their food touches the edge of the plate. If your score is high enough, you get to feed the final boss, a giant chicken named Principal Clucker. It is simple and highly addicting. If you love losing sleep over pixelated vampires, Vampire Crawlers is about to completely ruin your 2 AM. This is an official first-person dungeon-crawling deck builder spin-off to Vampire Survivors. It looks exactly like the original retro masterpiece, but instead of running around like a headless chicken, you use a deck of cards in grid-based, turn-based battles. You play cards in numerical order to trigger insane damage combos, and you can even bring along iconic characters as crawlers to autoplay your way into pure chaotic carnage. It is total gameplay crack. Slay the Spire 2 is finally out in early access, and it's the absolute perfect excuse to completely surrender your social life all over again. The original trio is back and heavily reworked, but the real chaos lies in the 2 new classes. You get the Necrobinder, a sassy skeleton who summons a giant reanimated hand named Osti to catch beatdowns for you, and the Regent, a starfish-faced royal riding around on a living throne. Plus, there's an online co-op mode for up to 4 players. It's a beautifully addictive gem that lets you blame your friends for throwing the run in real time. If you think your real-world cats have problems, wait until you try selectively breeding an army of mutant feline wizards. Mewgenics is an absolute fever dream from the creator of The Binding of Isaac. Part tactical turn-based RPG, part chaotic genetic simulator, you send 4 heavily armed felines into pitch-black dungeons. The real trauma? Surviving cats get permanently retired, forcing you to breed their offspring to pass down powers. Soon, you will be managing kittens with extra heads, ADHD, or laser eyes. It is brilliant, gross, and will ruin your sleep schedule. That's all for today's list. Subscribe and like for more exciting new roguelike and roguelite games. That's it, and see you next time.